I am still in awe after watching this 4K. It just completely breathes new life into this rich masterpiece that's a huge night and day difference. The color reproduction is highly impressive here. One of the biggest examples here is near the finale with the statue. The improvements here are clearly obvious, where the Blu-ray is almost drained of color. The 4K clearly fixes this, giving us beautifully rendered lifelike imagery without sacrificing the original appearance. And then we have the fire that really stands out during this scene and other scenes that have fire with the bright, deep orange flames. And this is just one example out of many throughout the film. In fact, you could pick out any frame, any part of the film, and you're going to notice a huge difference here. Also, one area that I really noticed here had to do with backgrounds, with some nice casting of realistic shades of yellow and orange that again was supervised by the film's DP to ensure the film is brought back as close as possible to the filmmaker's original vision from the start of the film, with the black and white footage that looks how it should and looks more appropriate to the source material. In fact, according to the film's DP with an interview, the black and white sequences were shot and printed on color stock, so the scenes were never intended to look pure black and white. The 4K scan now retains faithfully how the black and white footage should look, along with these scenes appearing slightly brighter and much more nuanced and balanced than what we have on the previous release Blu-ray. Skin tones on the 4K are also warmer, giving faces and skin tones a very healthy appearance that was very lacking on the Blu-ray, that leaned more on the palish side, even looking almost unhealthy. And the contrast range is excellent considering the lack of HDR. And realistically, there's no guarantee that this is exactly, inherently, how it was supposed to look in the theaters, or that it's more accurate than previous releases. But I'm going to trust a cinematographer expertise on this one, with how he says the color grading should look, as he's the one that shot the film. And again, it does look much more appropriate to each scene than what I've seen previously on other home media releases. Black levels look exceptional here and are pinpoint expertly done with those deep, inky, truer black levels, and also some outstanding shadow detail that carries much more depth, something that the Blu-ray just did not offer. And I didn't find any crushing out of details anywhere to be found, or any kind of overly bright blacks. Now, a big improvement here with this new 4K scan is just the sheer level of image quality that stays consistently razor sharp, along with higher level of clarity, where on the Blu-ray I noticed some very slight blurriness here and there, and also some different anomalies. And the 4K scan, they've gone in and cleaned up the image, ridding the film of any unwanted anomalies from debris, specks that developed on the negative from sitting in storage. But the important thing is that they also kept all the naturally baked in anomalies fully intact here from the negative, which means there was no artificial sharpening or smoothing out done. The higher 2160p resolution gives more finer lines in the image that greatly improves an incredible level of finer details. The old brick foundations of the buildings reveals more cracks and open seams along with uneven bricks. And inside the dilapidated foundation, oh my God, it looks absolutely breathtaking. I mean, just this shot alone, with the water dripping down on the bottles and other areas with water dripping into puddles, and all the bricks and the broken down furniture and the broken down and dilapidated interiors. Honestly, it's just a work of art, completely showcasing the rich and robust production design and the gorgeous cinematography in full, filling the frame with even the smallest, most minute detail. And this is something that we never had on any home media release. It's just outstanding. The bitrate starts out in the low 80s, and I saw it top out at 108 Mbps. As for the grain structure, it's fully intact here, giving us that nice, natural, fine layer of 35mm grain field that also gives more depth and detail with the image, looking even more lifelike. Again, I was just completely awestruck from beginning to end with this 4K restoration.